And we are back. Franchise over here feeling himself on the, because it's hip hop birthday that he
What I'm
decided.
saying? It's important.
We got DJ MENACE in here.
You know?
He decided to pick today of all days to want to privy us to his bars.
Look, I missed you. That's all it is. I'm just trying to show off a little bit. DJ MENACE in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're so glad to be able to have somebody.
He cute too, y'all. Y'all watching us on YouTube? I ain't see no ring. I'm gonna shoot my shot after that. Oh, okay.
Look, that's beautiful.
I
See, we got so much great chemistry because I was gonna segue into the non-hip hop side of our guest.
I saw that in your
Did you
your
say,
notes.
oh, girl, you ain't supposed to say that on the mic.
I did. I'm sorry.
No, it's quite all right. Okay, so MENACE, check it out. Because I know so much of your life is hip hop, but we want to know about the person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We want to know about the person, man. You know what?
You slam that ring down. Shout out to that wifey.
Yeah, that's right.
She's the best, yo. She is the best.
I heard
Changed
that.
my life.
You know, that's beautiful.
Changed my life.
So you're a family man.
Yeah, I grew into one.
Mm-hmm.
I grew into one.
Beautiful. We all have to make that transition.
I had a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
I had a kid when I was 19, and I wasn't a very good man yet. You know what I mean?
Of course, 19, man.
Yeah. But I feel like I am now. Hell yeah, that's my whole life.
Yeah.
That's why, when I told you, like you asked me to do this, and I was like, weekends are so brutal for because not only do I do clubs on the weekends, right? But like I'm trying to be a dad too. That's the time where mom's home, the kids home, where we can all be together. Right. So I can't be sleeping until 2:00 in the afternoon.
No. I know it, man. Trust me, I can relate.
Yeah, we all have the same. I have 2 girls. I always tell people because people are like, how do you manage everything you have going on? I'm like, they manage because their schedule like runs the house. Like the kids' schedule is definitely the priority.
And I know in your situation being married, I can relate because if shout out to Marquina Mocha Dream, you know what I'm saying? My wife.
Your Mocha Dream.
Mocha Dream.
Okay.
You feel me?
Already.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for her allowing me to come and do the things I enjoy doing, like it would just be so much stress. So I can imagine that your wife is the real MVP.
I was doing everything I already do, right? Like as far as like my what I want in life, but I had no structure without this woman. Like my life was in shambles. Yeah. Literally. Doing the same stuff, the same talented guy, the same worldview. No structure without this
None
woman.
At all.
Nothing.
Wow.
That's
Shout out to the wifey. So tell us some favorites of yours. Favorite food?
Ooh. Chicken wings.
Chicken wings, that's easy. Okay, so favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is Saving Private Ryan.
Okay. All right, that's a good one.
I love that movie. My father was in the military. My brother was in the military. I tried to be in the military.
Right. Then you had that.
Saving Private Ryan. Love that movie. Top 5 movies. Malcolm. Shawshank. Juice.
Oh,
that's just personal. Like I understand that's not considered fine cinema.
Shit.
Whatever, man.
I love Juice.
I know,
too.
but it's not. Yeah. It's not Malcolm.
Right. It's not Malcolm. No, it doesn't compare. It's not
Malcolm. But those are that's my top 5.
Yeah. I forgot.
I think I said 5.
We was talking about movies earlier. We was talking about Belly. Talking about New Jack City. Talking about Juice. Do the Right Thing.
Belly.
Dead Presidents.
I don't know. No fucking Keanu.
I will literally put Belly on and mute it.
You know all the words. I know all the words.
No, I just play music.
Yeah.
It's visually stunning.
They used to play it in the club all the time.
Man, that's a dope movie, man. All right, so let me ask you this. Favorite genre of music outside of hip-hop?
Ooh, that's good. That's real good. That's tough. Because I like a lot of music. I do like a lot of music. And you'd be surprised. Like I like a lot of music. But if I was to say that I listen to most consistently outside of hip hop, oh man, that's
just go
tough.
ahead and throw that curveball.
I'm gonna say no. Outside of hip hop is probably like old soul. Like that's probably what I listen to the most.
Yeah.
Outside of it.
I think one thing that people don't understand about DJs is that y'all listen to so much. Well, DJs, beat makers, y'all listen to so much other kind of
weirdest
music.
Stuff.
That's what I'm saying. And people don't I'll tell you, I didn't realize until one of my homies, my DJ homies, put me on the app Who Sampled, number one. And then just listening to Jay Dilla, and then listening to I forgot what they call it. It's like a Sample Nation or something like that, where they actually play the original songs to all these sample songs. Like, I mean, it's just like, I felt like my discography in my head just expanded like so much.
Yeah, the greatest beat makers find the most obscure things. It's not it's not Puffy sampling the Isley Brothers, which is easy, but it's great. I'm not hating on it because we love Big Papa. But you know, the most obscure, the Beatnuts literally sample like children's records, things made, you know, 1 + 1 is 2. Don't cross the street without looking, and then they'll find something in there like, oh.
Yeah, that's dope. I love that about DJs. So you lived in a lot of different places.
A lot
of different places. So when you were working at a DJ in a lot of these places already? Were you already like growing or into the music?
No, I moved to Florida when I was like 12.
Oh, okay.
And so that was really where I've DJ'd a lot of places. I DJ'd when I lived in Brooklyn. I DJ'd in Denver when I lived out there, but mostly all over South Florida.
South Florida.
Yeah, that's why I was the Miami Marlins DJ for a few years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, at the ballpark?
Yeah.
Oh.
Before they were the Miami Marlins, though. They were the Florida Marlins still.
Right.
When I was there. The first year they became the Miami Marlins, I was still DJing for them, and then I moved here.
Okay, and then you told us earlier that you had a boss that you worked for in Florida that found you and told you to come out here?
Well, yeah, we worked together in Florida, and he became the boss out here, and he brought me out here. Mark McCrazy, an angel in my life.
Man.
Good brother from the south side of Chicago. Changed my life.
I was in the Chi. I love the Chi. So right now, tell them radio stations you on?
97.9 The Beat, 94.5 Magic.
Yeah, oh, you on both of those. Ooh.
Urban One.
I felt like, did you ever do mornings?
Oh, yeah, that's what I did the majority of my career.
But you was on, I'm talking about like when you was on you was on Boom, right?
Yeah.
So were you doing the mornings on Boom? So you were doing that ride in the morning or whatever? See? That's, my boy says like, yo, you got to listen to this. I'm like, man, it's just radio. You know I don't listen to radio. But when I turned it on, the first time I ever turned it on, I'll never forget. I was on I-20, about to go on the split, going towards 820, going to Fort Worth. And I heard Tribe Called Quest. I was like, Tribe Called Quest? Let me listen to more of this. And then he started cutting in, you know, my boys, you know what I'm saying, Mobb Deep and all that. I'm like, who is this dude, man?
That was a dream, man. Boom was a dream. It's sad that it didn't last.
What? I mean, how did it not last, though?
People, radio, people just didn't tune in like that, man. You know, everyone swears that they support real hip hop. They're always like, why isn't there more? They don't buy it. They don't go to the shows. They don't request it.
Nope.
Bro, I've worked in radio for 15 years. When I tell you it is not a conspiracy, you have a fucking witness, all right? Look at me, dude. I got this shit.
I see.
I am as hip hop. This shit is my life.
Yes.
Radio is not a conspiracy. It's a business.
Right.
It's about ratings, playing what's popular.
Right.
You know how many Lupe records we tried to push? How many early Cole records we tried to push and they didn't pop? You know what I mean? There's so many ways I could prove to you it's not a conspiracy. I mean, we play Kendrick.
Right.
We play Cole. You know why? Because they sell fucking records.
Right.
You can't be mad that we're not playing so-and-so when you don't even buy their shit.
Right. Yeah, we had that conversation earlier in one of our podcasts. Yeah. We were talking about the different streaming sites.
90% of the DJs I ever met in hip-hop are hip-hop heads. That's why they became DJs.
That's why they became DJs.
They don't. We're playing what's popular. We're playing what gets looked up on Shazam the most. What's got the most YouTube hits. What's got the most. Sorry, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sorry. Like
it's a business.
You can tell me it's a conspiracy all day, but I work in it. My boss is a great man. There's no conspiracy there. It hurts his heart to play some of the shit.
How frustrating is that though? Like knowing that side of it. And I've seen that a lot because it is a business and, you know, you have to cater to the demographic and the target market and what they're listening to. But at the same time, wanting to consciously not be so caught up in playing the same thing over and over. So how do you find a happy medium?
You know, fortunately, I don't want to say fortunately, but I'm not really mixing new hip hop on the radio no more. I'm not. I did. And I felt like once I got 40, like I felt kind of silly in the club. That's a true story. I watched other DJs around me become 45 years old and they're still trying to do the same gig they've been doing for 20 years and you look silly. That's the way I felt. So I'm not really mixing new hip hop on the radio anymore. I don't feel that pressure. Okay. But when I did, you know, it was like I said, I tried to sneak in what I could.
Right.
Bend. I can't necessarily play the new so-and-so, but if he did a verse on the new beat that's a smash by little blah, 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 I can throw that in. I can boom. You know what I mean? I did what I could. Okay. I did what I could.
Yeah.
And how do artists respond to that when you meet people? Like, do they know that you guys, like you said, the artists could see that they were getting spins in the market where they know they weren't being pushed? So is that always like a positive?
It has been for me. It has been for me. I've used radio to get a lot of great relationships. A lot of great relationships.
And have you ever played yourself?
You know what's funny is that's what I got in for. It was like,
play your own music on the radio?
I'm gonna play my own shit. I'm gonna get in there. I was already DJing every club in the town I was in at the time. So I knew, like, when the radios would be at the club or the radio station, I knew them. I met them. And so I kind of had it in there. And they were actually playing a couple of our songs. I had a song called Look Back at It. Or Look Back at Me, pardon me. Look Back at It is Kaya, which is hilarious. It came out around. But we ended up selling that record to Trina.
Okay.
It's Trina and Killer Mike.
Yeah.
It was us and Killer Mike at first. And they were playing that at the time.
Yeah, I know
and
that
so
song.
like I got in there and we ended up, the group broke up. We sold the song to Trina. She kept Killer Mike on there. Which is why me and Mike are so tight. Because that happened at a lull in his career. So he was real happy to, I'm on this Trina record.
Yeah. Right. So you've worked with a lot of people. I mean, you got a long list of relationships that you've built. So who was as far as your favorite person or favorite artist to work with? Some of that you've already worked with.
You know what's funny though is a lot of the things you do now is not personal. We don't work together in person. I send a beat on an email.
Yeah.
The coolest rapper, the best person I know is Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
He's the best person I know. I know you like Kweli. Kweli's a good dude too.
Guy.
Kweli will come to town and just call me and be like, I'm going to Erica's birthday party. You want to go? Hell yeah, I want to go. I was sitting on my couch.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not like he really needs anything from me. He don't want nothing from me. He's just doing it because when we met, it's hip hop.
Yeah.
Royce the 5'9" gave me a verse for free. Royce the 5'9", bro. Gave me a verse for free on the strength of we had a dope ass hip hop conversation the first time we met.
That's it. It's just building relationships.
But Killer Mike has let me sleep at his crib while he's on tour. Like, I was in Atlanta and I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like, no, go to my sister's house. Get your money back for the hotel. Go to my sister's house. She'll give you the key. That type of stuff.
That's lovely.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, well, I could I know you can't really tell off of what you see, but he seems like a pretty genuine guy. I've seen different, interviews and just different things like that where you kind of get an idea.
He's taught me things, man. He's a good dude.
Nice. Okay, so now I know you say you ain't trying to rap no more, but you're still making beats, you're still DJing. So do you have any individuals that you're actually looking forward to possibly working with one day?
Oh, yeah. It's a ton. I'm really, really excited about this Vinnie Paz album that comes out. I believe it's September 28th. It's called The Pain Collector. I got a beat on there. Like I said, I got a new Kweli joint. You know what? I'll play it for you when we're done.
Okay.
We can't play it.
Okay.
But I'll play it for you.
Okay.
Here for it.
I want to work with all the dope rappers.
Yeah.
Right.
That list is unlimited. Wu-Tang at some point. I have to do something Wu-Tang related at some point. Wu-Tang is the biggest thing ever to me. If I had to only have one thing ever in hip hop left in my hands, it would be Wu-Tang.
But see, when you say Wu-Tang, it ain't just like, just an album, baby. This is I was listening to, I don't know what started off. It might have started off, I was listening to Cuban Links. Oh, I guess it was Cuban Links the other day.
Yeah,
last week, 23.
Yeah.
So then I was listening to Cuban Links. But actually, because I always look at groups and think about, okay, who do I want to be? I always want to be the Jizza because I want to be dope, but I want to be smart. You know what I mean?
Jizza's so dope.
Yeah.
I always felt like his lyrics were literally perfect.
Yeah.
They sound like a manual.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, just when I rap it. But so I was listening to Cuban Links, and then I started listening to Jizza. Then I put on the original Wu, put on the Method Man, because that's when I was like freshman and sophomore in college, and certain songs just spoke to me. Like I remember where I was when I was listening to it, who I was with, you know what I mean? 3, 6, and 9 off of the To Cal album. And then I went to the Wu-Tang Forever. I was like, these dudes, you can listen to these dudes forever.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so much.
I've got a ton of those.
Yeah, so much.
Where I was when that album dropped moments.
So much. I forgot you a RZA fan. You know, big RZA fan. That's dope. Man, I appreciate you coming through, man. This has been a dope interview. We got a couple more questions. We got some more time, man. So I know you were speaking about radio earlier, and I always wondered like how much control the DJs really have up on a radio, like as far as what you play.
We have influence. You have a boss who's a program director who's in charge of the whole thing, and you have a music director who programs the music, and they meet a lot on music. And if you have a good boss, he also has mixer meetings where the mixers can come in and discuss what's popping. I'm playing this song in the club, they're going crazy, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Not all stations do that, though. So it all depends on where you're at. But here's the thing. You got to remember that most people in the car for 15, 20 minutes tops. They get in the car, they want to sing along to something. This is all fact, bro. This is not nonsense. They want to sing along to something. So if they get in the car and they put it on 97.9 and we're not playing the hit, whatever the smash is at the time, but they switch to K104 and they're playing the hit, we lost them that whole ride.
Yeah.
Because they're going to play 2 or 3 more hits right after it. Their 15 minutes is up. We're screwed. So it's something a DJ has to be conscious of. You want to I'm going to play the new, but that's how you lose, man. It's funny. It's a business. It's about ratings. I always compare it to like a McDonald's or things of that nature because, you know, we could serve steak all day, but people really just want French fries.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They just want to go in and out, get these French fries. They don't want to chew.
Right. Man, that's interesting, man. That's so interesting.
I feel that way, but all of society is that way.
Well, yeah, and then
no matter what it is.
But especially though, and you know, we could kind of speak on this a little bit. And nowadays, like the way the world is, the way it's so, you know, microwave, instant gratification. You know what I mean? Like it's not about like long content anymore. It's about, okay, how can you get them in short spurts, like 15-minute car ride. If you don't get them, you ain't got them. When they get back in the car, going home, they going back to 94.5 or whatever.
Right.
You know, so how does that work with you working with both stations? I mean, is it seamless or what?
Well, you know, I was on 97.9 for the first 2.5 years I was here, and then I went to 94.5. I do fill-in work for 97.9, but it's not really a conflict or like any difference.
Yeah, because they are kind of competitors, aren't they?
No. We're the same company. 94.5, we play older music. It's more R&B.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not competing. We're sisters, as they call it. Sister stations.
But knowing the bureaucracy, I guess, that's involved with what gets played on radio and looking at the current state and how music has evolved, because you've been in music during some very pivotal times for music artists, for the culture, from when you started up until now. Where do you see the future of radio as it relates to artists and just the future as it relates to DJs?
You know what's funny is that people say, radio changed, man. Our radio used to be, and now it's all blah, blah, blah. It really hasn't. It's just that the music changed and you don't really like the music anymore.
Right.
So, like, to me, it's funny. They said radio was going to die 20 times. The Sirius XM was going to kill it. The internet was going to kill it. You know, there's so many. The iPhone was going to kill it. People are just going to listen to the aux cord. Radio really won't die. It just won't. It keeps ticking. It has not changed. The revenue streams are pretty much the same as it's always been. It's doing. What's dope now is that, you know, the artists don't have to rely on it. The internet makes stars.
Yes.
Stars. I mean, dudes have 20 million views before they even get a song on the radio.
It's different. As the game is changed.
I like it as far as like on some boom bap levels. People can exist that would not get a deal.
Right.
They wouldn't even get a deal. You know what I mean? But because you can go all internet, they put themselves out.
Right. But how does that change the dynamic between artists and DJs, because back in the day, artists were looking for DJs to break their record, and they don't need that anymore. So how is the relationship? Do you see?
Well, do you want to take it? Do you want to take it to that next level? Like you could be popping on the internet, but the radio's another beast,
right?
Like the thing is, the DJs have to have different things they need to pay attention to now. We need to pay attention to all these apps, what's Shazamming, what's streaming, what's blah, blah, blah. But like I said, you could be famous without the radio, but do you want to be famous?
Got it.
Because if you get the radio, I mean, that's another level.
Level.
I mean, that's everybody's listening. The radio is so easy to listen to that everyone still does it. Even if you don't do it religiously, you still do sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's so free. It's in every damn car, period.
And then now they have apps too. You can listen to it through the apps.
Yeah. But I feel like if you're going to do that, then...
But I think people
because when you're out of town, if I want to listen to you, if I'm in Chicago,
I got you.
Then I got to get the app.
Musically, though, with the internet, if you're going to app it, there's so many options.
Yeah, there's so many.
No, but that's just like in New Orleans, the Breakfast Club is syndicated. Here it's not. I like listening to them, so I listen to it on iHeartRadio. And shout out to iHeartRadio, because you can also listen to the Quad on there as well.
Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yes, indeed.
But no, so it does create that lane. But one of the things that I know in New Orleans, I don't know if it's like that here. I know definitely in Florida, you can relate to, you have so many local artists that want to be heard, and they feel like the DJs aren't playing that music and they don't have that connection. And I'm really interested in seeing like how with the current state of music, they can work more together, because it seems like the local artists never feel like the DJs are really like feeling them, playing the music or whatever that they're focused on, bigger records. And then the DJs are saying the local artists aren't giving the quality. So where is the disconnect?
Well, here's what has to happen for the local artists. I don't know. The disconnect has always been there, because they think that we can play whatever the fuck we want. And it's kind of insulting. I can't tell you how many times a local rapper kind of insulted me. I'll give you $100. The fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna risk my job for $100?
Yeah.
But here's what's dope about now is now you can make me come to you. Me being the DJ. You know what I mean? Because if you get a little movement going, we gotta come to you now.
Right.
You didn't have that power really in the 90s unless you were selling out of your trunk, which is
like the Master P way.
Yeah, but I mean, we can name those people on one hand.
Right.
Yeah,
the internet has made dozens and dozens of stars.
Many.
Right.
Quote stars, unquote.
Right. Soulja Boy level.
right. But then look what happened. It went on the radio.
Oh, true that. It blew up all the way.
Right.
Man. Okay, so check this out. I really don't like to have the conversation about the GOATs and the best ever and all that, because I don't like to compare eras, no matter if it's sports, music, or whatever. So I generally don't ask that question. But I'm going to ask you.
But.
No, because if you have a GOAT, I want to know who the GOAT is. If not, I want to know who your top 5 DOA. It don't matter what the.
Well, he said, okay, go ahead. I'm going to let you finish.
Yeah, it don't matter what the ranking is, but just your top 5 favorite MC rappers or whatever.
My Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's better. Even better.
My Mount Rushmore is different than my favorite.
Okay, cool. Let's get them both.
Because Pusha's one of my favorite rappers ever, but I could never put him on Mount Rushmore.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore to me is Jay-Z, LL Cool J, Ice Cube, and Tupac.
Cube. Oh, just 4.
Cube.
Mount Rushmore is only 4.
Yeah.
If there was 5, number 5 is Scarface.
Okay.
Because to me, it has to. You have to put a ton of things into here, right?
Right.
Basic number one thing, they have to be able to fucking rap.
Flow.
All of those dudes can rap.
Gotta flow.
Impact.
How
many people copied Jay-Z? How many rappers copied LL Cool J? Ice Cube literally changed the game forever.
Yes.
Tupac is Bob Marley. Sales. There has to be some. You can't be one of the GOATs if people didn't listen to you.
True.
You have to touch lives like all 4 of those people for decades on end.
Still.
Yeah.
Today.
You have to have not been afraid of battles. None of them were afraid of battles. Even if you felt like they won or lost, they were never afraid of battles.
Right.
Jay-Z, LL, all these dudes have songs that underground people love, and you can play in the club.
Yeah.
It's just that's what makes Mount Rushmore to me. Now, just skills. Oh, then we talking another fucking language.
Right. So now your favorites.
My favorites of all time. Oh, well, it's still Hove. I'm a big Jay-Z fan. Rakim. Skill wise, we could go on forever. G-Rap. KRS.
Lyrics. Yeah. Gotta put Chris in there.
Pun.
Yeah.
Skill wise,
those lyrics right there.
That's my
Slept on people like Elzai, Fonte.
Oh yeah.
Fonte, look
Fontigga.
at you with the
You know
big
about
brother.
Fontigga. You know about Fontigga.
All right.
Now what about? Okay, so I'm not gonna ask you about DJs, but I wanted to kind of know, since you are a DJ, I wanted to know what DJs you just kind of hold up there at high standard.
I learned to DJ in Miami watching reggae DJs. That's literally what I try to emulate. If you go to a club where I DJ and you're like one of those people who wants to hear the whole song,
it's not gonna
don't
happen.
fucking come.
Right.
You're gonna hate me.
Not gonna happen.
You're gonna hate me because my thing is to keep smacking you.
Right.
Like there's some songs where I have to let them play because there's a part in one verse that everybody likes to sing, and I can't really cut that off.
Yeah.
But if I play an old Biggie record, like let's say right now I drop One More Chance in the club, that initial, you go, oh, but really by the end of the first verse, motherfuckers is back asleep.
Right, exactly.
So before he even starts, I'll scratch in Benjamins, just slapped you in the face again. Oh, you know what I mean? To try to build, and that's from reggae DJs. Reggae DJs don't let shit play.
You ain't lying. They play like
30
half
seconds.
of the verse, first verse,
Pull
and
it
then,
back.
Yeah.
That's fresh. Yeah, that's interesting because when I'm in the club, like it be like that, like you listen to One More Chance, and then before you even get to rapping, poof, to the Benjamins.
I'm just trying to hype people up, man.
Yeah.
That's that reggae DJ in me.
Keep that going. That's fresh, man.
Shout out to DJ Irie. DJ Irie, I used to watch a lot too.
Yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna have to come out to the club, man. You gotta let us know where you be at. Where you be at, man?
Sandaga every Saturday. I'm at a lot of places, but I'm at Sandaga 813 every Saturday. Dopest fucking night in the city. It's me, another DJ, a live band. The vibes are stupid dope. I mean, the patio is. You ever seen the patio there?
Just pictures.
One side of it, we got the whole Cooley High scene, you know, with the painting, with the dancing from the Marvin Gaye album cover that the Camp Lo did. But the other side, we got a 2018 version. Like it's all like the same thing, same vibe, but like it's
modern.
You know, there's barbecue cooking, there's hookahs, there's cigars, there's inside and outside bars. You know, we ain't playing no bullshit. Like it's vibes.
It's yours.
You'll get anything from Frankie Beverly and Maze to Hove.
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday.
And how can the people follow you on social media?
Menace the DJ. That's
THE.
Menace the DJ. MENACE the DJ. On Instagram and Twitter. I don't have no Facebook no more. I deleted that shit. Get that garbage out my life.
Yeah,
man.
they kicked me off.
I don't know what's up with y'all with the Facebook. He ain't on Facebook.
Tired of realizing how many of my relatives are fucking racist.
All the rants.
Well, I'm still on Facebook, but you can follow me on Instagram. I'm absolutely Adia _.
And I am the Black Ghost on Instagram, BLK_GHST75. That was a great year.
I don't know what happened here. Well, thank you so much.
I wasn't alive yet.
Me either. Thank you so much for joining us, DJ Menace.
Yeah, man.
Any other links you want to give out? Just Twitter, Instagram?
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's it. That's it. Menace
Y'all
the DJ.
go live on Saturday nights?
No.
Oh, okay.
We go live. You gotta come out there.
Come out there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what's happening. What you doing tonight?
We might be sliding.
You'll have a good time. Trust me. You'll have a good ass time.
Sliding through.
Yeah,
good weather too. Good patio weather.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, it is. You smoke out there?
What you said? Them
Cigarettes.
Natural spirits.
Cigarettes.
What is
Yeah,
it?
American spirits.
American spirits.
Nah, hold on. Man. We
American
can't be
spirits.
plugging nobody, man. They ain't paying. Shoot, love that.
All right, we gonna have the other kind of American spirit.
Yes, indeed.
Navajo spirit. I am absolutely Adia.
I am the franchise.
Shout out to Ashley Nicole.
Shout out to
Bring
Ashley
your
Nicole.
ass back here.
Ashley with an eye. We missed you, Ashley.
Yeah, and this is the
Spider
quad.
on the boards. Oh, my bad. Big Mike on the boards.
The quad.
The quad.